Well, you wouldn't be a resident of Dubai unless you had the Careem app. When I've got new friends, when they come, they say, how do I get a taxi? I said, no. You just get the Careem app, and that is the best way. But they're branching out. Careem are now partnering with UNICEF and K-Crew to support flood relief efforts for children and families in Pakistan. And joining us in studio is the Senior Corporate Affairs Manager at Careem, Vimbai Midzi. Thank you very much for coming into the studio this afternoon.
Thank you for having me. So good to be here.
This is fantastic, and we've seen, the horrible footage of what's happened in Pakistan in regards to the floods. We think about how that's affected families and children. So this is a great idea. Where did it come from to partner up with UNICEF?
Yeah, so Careem has always been a company that's driven by purpose, and doing good is what we call social impact at Careem, and it's really a part of our DNA. It's what we do. We expect our colleagues to really take it seriously. One of our values as colleagues is to be responsible for communities, and so we've been doing this for years. We enable our customers to be able to donate via the app, and we want to make sure that we use our platform, all of the different services that we have, to enable our customers to have an impact in the communities. So Pakistan is one of our core markets. We're really kind of interested in making sure that market continues to grow. And so when this disaster happened, we wanted to be there.
So Careem's in Pakistan as well?
Yes, we're in Pakistan as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So we wanted to be there and be there on the ground as quickly as possible. UNICEF has the capabilities to get us there. And so UNICEF, with their massive kind of infrastructure, we wanted to be there to make sure that we can get them the money as quickly as possible so they can support the victims of the floods as quickly as they can. And so K-Crew came to the rescue, really, when it came to the food side. They have 29 homegrown brands on the Careem app for food. So if you order any of those brands, they will be donating an extra 5 dirhams towards UNICEF for flood victims in Pakistan. So their partnership is hugely kind of important to us as Careem to make sure that we're utilizing all of the different kinds of services that we have on the app to help our customers get closer to the communities that need the most help.
So talk to me. I wasn't aware of the company K-Crew. So what are they? Are they a delivery service, courier service?
No, so K-Crew is a cloud kitchen service.
Okay.
And so what they do is they have 29 homegrown brands, so all restaurants that you can find on the Careem app. Now, if you order from any of those restaurants, and if you see the Careem app, you'll see the card right at the top. Click on that. It'll take you straight to...
All right, Vimbai, I'm getting my phone out right now.
So it'll take you to the list of restaurants, and you'll know exactly which ones to donate to. As soon as you make that order, 5 dirhams off that order goes towards UNICEF. So
Amazing.
Every single time somebody makes an order, that 5 dirhams goes towards UNICEF. And K-Crew has been so kind to put up that 5 dirhams for every single order for the next 2 weeks. So we're really, really glad to have them on board and make sure our impact is going even further with UNICEF.
You know, we've become so lazy in this country. We have to be honest about this. You do. We've got such great service, and I often think about in many ways, people like Careem drivers are somewhat essential services in this country, given the work they do to deliver. And I think that to add that extra level of convenience of, here's something that's happening and we see it on the news, and quite often you think to yourself, oh, well, that's really tragic, but what can I do?
Absolutely.
And then now here is a ready-made solution for someone to help in a small way.
Yeah, so what you call laziness, we call simplicity.
Yeah.
And so we really thrive on...
Solving a problem.
Yes. Exactly. We thrive on simplifying and improving lives. So if you think about any Careem user, right? You open the app, if you want to go somewhere, you can get a ride. Now, what the option that we have right now is that you can select a Pakistan relief ride as you select any other ride, any other day, and you'll add 3 dirhams into your price, and that goes towards UNICEF as well. So that's one way. The second way is the one that I just mentioned on the restaurants. So any of those restaurants under K-Crew, those 29 restaurants, will give 5 dirhams. The third way is we still have a donations tile as well. What that means is you can take money directly from your card that's already stored on the Careem app, and you can give towards Pakistan as well. So there's 3 ways that we're making sure that you have the opportunity to give, and give as much as you can, as often as you can. And it's simple, right? It's simple, and it's part of your daily routine. We really want to be there at the moments when people are just going to work, getting a meal, or whatever it is you want to do on the Careem app.
I've just been having a look, and I can see that Manouche Street is on there as one of K-Crew's brands. I'm excited now.
Exactly, the Palestinian bakery as well. And we're really excited to make sure that people have as many opportunities as possible on the app to give back.
Yeah, this is incredible. So at the moment, the details are almost 10 million children require immediate life-saving support, and the situation, as we know, with the colder months coming, it's only going to worsen. So UNICEF welcomes this joint campaign alongside Careem to raise funds for for the children of Pakistan. This is amazing for Careem, but also in your role as a Senior Corporate Affairs Manager, have you got any insights as to what Careem is up to next? Who are you working with or who are you partnering with?
Yeah. So, I mean, we've been doing social impact work for the last 5 or 6 years. And next year, what we're really trying to do is double down on sustainability as well. It's something that's really close to our hearts. We obviously have a lot of services that are emitting a lot of emissions, within the atmosphere. We want to make sure that we're doing as much as we can to reduce that and eventually eliminate that. So sustainability is going to be huge. But we have 3 other pillars that we focus on. So education, economic empowerment, and emergency relief, which is obviously the Pakistan crisis at the moment. Emergency relief is huge. We can get you there very quickly. Economic empowerment is huge in this region, particularly because of the levels of unemployment. So we want to make sure people can support themselves financially, right? You want to have dignity when you work. You want to be able to have that sense of agency, right? And we want to be able to support you. Education, again, super important in the region. We have people who just don't have access, and we have people who have access to really poor education. So we want to make sure we're doing those 2 things, access and really quality education as well.
No, I think that's fantastic. So you've got no excuse now, I think is the answer.
None at all.
No excuse now.
None at all.
How hard is it? You can just donate your 5 dirhams for each meal a Careem customer orders on the Careem app. And for the next 10 days, as we said, all of KQ's 29 homegrown brands. So when you get the app, you'll be able to come up and it will tell whether you've ordered from one of KQ's brands.
Yeah, so if you go in and you order if you go into the food app, so click on food, you'll have a banner at the top that says, this you can order from these restaurants for the Pakistan relief crisis, and it'll come up with a whole list of different restaurants that you can order from. So any of those on the list, 5 dirhams goes towards Pakistan communities.
Amazing. It's Careem now partnering with UNICEF and also K-Crew. When it comes to an idea like this, how hard is it for businesses to try and partner with someone like UNICEF? Does it make it easier logistically in this country to partner with sort of global charities and global organisations like UNICEF?
100%. Yeah. So I think our partners are, an integral part to the way that we function when it comes to social impact for Careem. So what happens is we need to get authorization from the Dubai government that allows us to then fundraise on the Careem app. Now, the only way to do that is to partner with an NGO or an INGO, a non-governmental organization, such as the UN, right? So it could be UNICEF, it could be WFP, it could be any various kind of NGOs within the sector. And what they do is they enable us to then have that permit so we can fundraise that money and we send it to the Dubai government. The Dubai government then makes sure that it reaches UNICEF as well.
Okay,
so we make sure that we're regulated properly. Everything that goes through Careem is definitely regulated kind of by the Dubai government as well.
Yeah, it's an important point because I come from Australia and every second day there's someone dressing up as a koala on the street saying, can we raise money to save the koalas?
Right.
And you think, yeah, okay. And then you put the money in and then that person walks off and you never see them again.
Yeah. No, we need to make sure, especially in this region, that everything is kind of regulated. But also as Careem, we have a really strong compliance department inside Careem. So we make sure that our compliance department has, really strong checks to make sure that every single partner we have, be it the UN, they go through the same checks. So we have a double check, right? We have a check inside Careem and we have a check with the government as well.
Well, that's so important for many people. When you're spending your money, you want to make sure, is it going to the right place? And I guess when those boxes have been checked, you can donate with confidence.
Absolutely.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, Vimbai, thank you very much for coming in and sharing the story.
Thank you.
I think that's great. So if you want to get to the Careem app where the next time you're ordering food, you've got whether it's just the late night munchies or maybe it's dinner for the kids this weekend, you can actually do something and explain to them that it is going towards the Pakistan relief. So Vimbai Midzi, the Senior Corporate Affairs Manager at Careem, thank you for joining us on
Thank you so
Talk
much for
100.
having